Hello Unlimited friends, it's Zara back again with Q&A about the law of attraction and its application to our lives. The question today is about OCD and depression caused by relationship issues. The person who sent me this question wants to remain anonymous, but I will read out the question to you. So he says, I've been suffering from second stage depression and OCD for 3 years. My professional treatment is going on by psychiatric counseling, therapy, and medicines. I am obsessed with a specific person, and that is one of the main reasons of my suffering. I cannot get her off my mind. I'm always thinking about her. I tried a lot to manifest her, but my desperate mind doesn't allow me to manifest her. Please help me to manifest her. And he adds at the end that she is single. That's useful information. Okay, so first of all, thank you for sending in your question. I understand what it means to be in depression because I've been there myself many times over. And I know that it's not a place that feels good. I understand OCD. The thing about depression and OCD, both of them, is that once you apply the label follows you everywhere you go. It's like you've made that part of your personality. You've accepted it and made it part of your personality. A lot of times people will talk in a way that they say, my depression or my OCD won't let me do things. My suffering, and all of that gives you ownership. So don't take ownership. Don't make it don't own it. Don't make it yours, the OCD or the depression, because it's something that you're going through. It's temporary. Taking ownership of the label makes it permanent. You've got to start thinking that this phase that you're passing through, this is a temporary phase. It's not where you belong. It's not where you were before, and it's not a place that you're going to stay in the future. I explain in a blog post that I wrote many years ago called The Two-Headed Monster that there's an actual problem, and then the actual problem gives birth to another secondary problem. And now instead of just having one problem, you have more than one problem to deal with. So if we unwrap this onion, there are many problems that are going on. OCD is a problem. Depression is a problem. Not being able to manifest the girl that you want in your life is a problem. But underlying all of these 3 problems that you stated in your email is another problem. And that problem is the way you think your thoughts and the way you handle your emotions. That problem has given birth to all of these other problems. And because of OCD, it keeps multiplying. The problems keep multiplying. So I understand this, sweetheart. I understand the situation, and I understand how difficult it is. The reason therapy and psychiatric care are slow is because your therapist and your psychiatrist cannot follow you around all day. So even though the counseling, the coaching, the psychiatric care is helpful only within that window of 1 hour. And after that window is done, you come back out and you return to your usual way of thinking. What would be most helpful to you is not to return to your usual way of thinking. And whatever the subjects are in your life that you keep thinking about, I know that this girl that you wish to manifest is one of the subjects, but there are probably other subjects that you just keep repeatedly thinking about. And breaking the chain of pain, because this is a painful chain of thoughts that you think, and you repeat the same thoughts over and over again. It's the same way of thinking over and over again. That's really what OCD is. It's a habit of thinking the same way over and over again about everything. So what we need to do is to break that chain of pain. And you do that by not returning, finding a way to not return to your usual thoughts. I can tell you how I did this. Basically, what I can share with you is what I did. So, a couple of things. One, I gave myself a goal that had nothing to do with my life. And goals like that are, gotta get through this exam, or got to get to work. Now, that is a separate goal from my emotional goals. In my case, a lot of times in my life when I have been in depression, I have been able to bring myself out of depression by focusing on my children and their needs. Focusing on someone else and their needs and putting your needs in the back burner is an effective strategy, temporary strategy. It's not something you want to do forever, but it's an effective temporary strategy to bring you out of depression. Think about it this way. When someone is sick, let's say that they're sick, they actually have a cold or flu or something. Soon as another family member gets sick, now because their wish to care for that person is so big that they put their sickness on the side. They don't think about it. They immediately feel better. They rise to the occasion. So one of the things that has helped me in the past is having a goal that makes me rise to the occasion. But it does have to be something that you actually do care about. Helping someone, becoming part of an organization, maybe that has a cause that you truly believe in, that is helpful. The second thing that really helped me to stop thinking my own thoughts was that I told myself I'm going to borrow other people's thoughts. And how it worked, the universe guided me to do this. I was driving and I had the thought, stop and go into the library. I had no intention, no plan to go into the library, but the emotion calling me from inside was so strong that I went into the library. And as I was browsing the shelves, CD programs started jumping out at me. Like I had to have this one, and I had to have this one, and I had to have this one. I remember that I picked up 42 CD programs. When I took them for checkout, they had to give me shopping bags to put them in. And I used 3 library cards, my own and my children's library cards as well, in order to bring those 42, I forget, maybe it was 46, I don't remember anymore. But I brought all of those programs home. And then what happened is I made a commitment, and all of this was guidance that was coming to me from the universe. And the commitment I made was I am going to not only listen to these, but I'm actually going to pay attention while I'm listening. While you are listening to a CD program or listening to Abraham or just binge watching the videos on my channel, and you tell yourself that you actually got to pay attention because you want to learn, then you are not able to at the same time think your OCD thoughts or think depressive thoughts. Depression means I have no control over this thing that I want to control. You see? But when you cut the chain of pain by getting off thinking about it, that is actually how you do get control, because you get your guidance. Guidance comes, and your guidance allows you to improve things. So if you do these two techniques and hang out with people who are positive, the third thing, and this is one of the ways that actually a couple of people who have worked with me have changed their lives, is that they have done one-on-one coaching with me, and that has given, I give people permission to reach out to me when they are coaching with me. What that does is every time they go negative, they reach out to me and I help them be positive. I turn their thoughts around for them. You don't have to sign up for coaching with me, but you do need someone in your life who can perform that function for you. It would be of great advantage to you to have someone, a friend or a family member, a parent, a sibling, do that for you. That every time you have a negative thought, they give you permission to reach out to them, and they don't judge you for the thoughts that you're having. They just simply help you to turn those thoughts around, soothe you, tell you it's going to be okay. Now, those are the techniques that will help you handle the depression, the OCD. Let's talk about this specific person that you want to bring into your life. Look at it from a different perspective. You have not been able to manifest this person in your life so far. So why not give this task over to someone else? Let someone else bring this person to you. I've done that in my life by telling myself that the universe is way more powerful than I am. And if I want this person in my life, I actually manifested someone that I wanted in my life within 3 months. 3 months. But the way I did it was by telling myself that I don't have the power to make someone else change their minds and start thinking about me. But guess what? The universe has the power to get into their minds and get them to think about me. So I handed this task over to the universe. I visualized it only once. I affirmed, and I gave it over to the universe by saying, if this is good for me, I want it first of all to be good for me. I want it to be good for the other person as well. Universe, if you think we are good for each other, then bring us together. And if we are not good for each other, then remove this person from my life and bring me that person who is going to be the perfect person for me. And then let it go. You cannot think about it again. And that's why you need the other strategies that I shared with you before. Because when you get off the subject, that's when the universe can truly help you. As long as you keep thinking about it, then the universe cannot help you. It's like you're riding in a car and you're in the passenger seat. You've asked the universe to be in the driving seat to do these things for you. But if you keep snatching the steering wheel, now the universe can't operate the car for you. And so you get stuck or you get into an accident, which is what has happened to you. So give control over. You sit in the passenger seat, and instead of looking at where the car is going, just enjoy the scenery through your window. Enjoy every single day and just tell yourself that your job is to get through this one day. Just one day. You've got to get through one day at a time without thinking about her. And if you can do this for a string of 7 days, your depression will go away. Your OCD will improve, and the chances that you will be able to manifest this person will improve. You can change, if you follow what I am sharing with you here just now, you can change everything in your life within 3 to 6 months. But you will actually have to apply yourself. You have to stay off the subjects that bother you. You have to stay off the triggers and give yourself something else to do while the universe is preparing the ground, while the universe is building the building. You've got to stay out of the construction zone and let the universe invite you in when everything is ready. So I hope that this is helpful, not just to you, but for everyone else who is wanting to manifest a specific person and this is taking you into depression. Please try the things that I've shared with you, because this is not just theory that I'm sharing. It's not theoretical knowledge. This is practical knowledge. I have done it. And that is why I know that it works, and I know that it will work for you. Love you all lots. Keep those questions coming, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.